Hello, this is FightMe and I'm going to show you how to make one of the best army comps for these 4 factions. So let's start off with Kush. So for Kush, you should have elite spam. Because they are showtells, if you look at their stats, they have 55 armor and 75 morale. That's pretty low for a nearly 900 cost unit. So if you shoot them down with Pila or Archer ammo, they will die really fast. And you will lose a lot of money really fast. So what you should do, get the armored showtells, get 7 of them. Get an Archer as your general, fill it up with 2 Nubian bowmen and 1 cheap Archer with the 125 range. To do as much damage against the infantry. Then fill it up with 4 slaves. And then you have the option, bring another slave. Or get 2 slaves, like the cheapest slave without Pila, to do the dirty stuff with. I prefer that because they can just do everything what you want without you bothering if they die or not. You know, pushing tortoises, soaking Pila, etc. Let's head over to Iceni. So for Iceni, you can't bring archers, right? So you got to bring a really strong infantry corps. So what I usually do, I bring 3 heroic nobles, bring the 7 chosen swordband, get 1 ambusher to guerrilla deploy the equipment, fill it up with 4 swordband, which are like the Celtic warriors, a little bit weaker, and then fill it up with 1 levy freeman. You could fill it up with 3 levy freemen, but I do 1 levy freeman and 2 Britain skirmishers, because you can get more kills with those Britain skirmishers, but it's a more riskier unit, because if they get shot, they're gone, basically. So yeah, that's the Iceni army. Let's head over to Macedon. So for the Macedon army, I bring 1 royal paladin only. I get the 7 4x swords. Get, of course, the 3 Cretan archer with 1 normal archer with the 125 range. Then get 6 freer spears. And here you go, that's your army. It's a pretty basic, nothing special army, but this army can do its job. But alright, let's go to Arevaci. So Arevaci is another faction which doesn't have archers. So for this faction, you have the same goal as Iceni. Get a stable infantry corps. I bring 2 nobles, this time not 3. I get 7 Scutari, of course. Fill it up with the guerrilla warrior to do the guerrilla stuff with. Get 1 painted warrior, which has the scare ability. Then fill it up with 3 Iberian swords. So what you want for a faction like Arevaci, to be as useful for the team as possible. So for Arevaci, you got to do the dirty stuff, like pushing up the tortoises, etc. with your 2 Iberian spearmen, which are pretty cheap. You wanted to bring an artillery piece. And finally, you want to support your allies' archer fight with 2 Balearic slingers. What you can do is delete 1 of the Balearic slingers and get 2 Iberian slingers. It's just what you prefer. If you want to do fast damage, bring the 2 Balearic slingers. If you want to have more potential of doing damage, and if you're sure you are able to use them, and on different places, bring the Iberian slingers. So Arevaci is now filling a lot of gaps. It has elites, it has a stable mid-tier corps, it got a guerrilla unit to do the guerrilla stuff with, it got a scare unit to scare enemy units. It got some Pila potential units with 5 Pila rounds. And it got the spearmen to push up the tortoise with. Furthermore, Arevaci has the artillery piece and it can support the missile fight with their Balearic slingers. So this way you have a lot of options that you can do with Arevaci and to help your allies, etc. Alright, let's head over to Kush on defense. So for Kush on defense, you have the same goal as Kush on attack. You bring the archer general, bring the 2 Nubian and bring the 1 cheap archer. Get, instead of 7 armor showtells, get 6, which is still like crazy good. And then fill it up with slaves and 1 slave infantry, and there you go. It's nearly an attacking Kush army, but just with 1 less armor showtell, which I find really strong. But yeah, let's head over to Iceni. So Iceni on defense has a different role than Iceni on attack. So what I do, I bring only 1 heroic noble on defense, get your 7 chosen swordband, plus get 7 swordband, which are like the Celtic warriors. Get your 4 slingers, because slingers on defense are way more useful than on attack. And then get 1 levy freeman. And here you go, here's your perfect Iceni army, which is pretty damn strong. But let's head over to Macedon. So for Macedon on defense, you basically do the same thing as on attack. Get your royal pelda, you get your 7 4x, fill it up with only 2 Cretans this time. And get 1 mercenary Rhodian slinger, because on defense they can be really useful. And then get 1 archer. And then furthermore I get 4 freer spears. And here you go, this is the Macedon army. Pretty stable, it can do a decent amount of damage. But Macedon on defense overall not that strong. So last but not least, we have Arevaci. Arevaci on defense, I bring 2 noble fighters. That's pretty much for defense. I get my 7 Scutari. Then I fill it up with 5 Iberian swords, which can be pretty useful, especially on defense, because they have like 5 Pila rounds with high damage Pila. Then I fill it up with Balearic slingers and 2 Iberian slingers. And there you go, your perfect 0 army for Arevaci. Let me know if you guys agree with the army comps. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to check this video out, where I'll be showing how to make one of the best army comps for 4 different factions. So I will see you guys there, bye bye.